Taxes. Who controls your tax dollars? I don't believe that we can blame anyone for the position that we're in. And I'm talking about across the board, no cultures, no colors, just straight up taxes, our dollars. Okay? The dollars that we make and the dollars that they take. And I'm going to tell you what I've come to the conclusion that we the problem. You know, you have some members of Congress that fight for us, and we give them the least support. But people who are stealing from us or giving our money away, they get all the support in the world. There's no difference between the Democrats and the Republicans as far as I'm concerned. One is a fox, like my man said, Griak one, you know, and the other one is a wolf. One comes straight at you, one sneaks around your back, you know. But I'm talking about why our tax dollars are not in our control. I mean, we vote, and then we've got to the point where we don't even want to partake in a political process, one of the ways in which we could change things. But we know that things do not change with words. Where's our representation for our taxation? Whenever somebody in the White House, in the Senate, or wherever can take your money and send it overseas, saying that they're supporting somebody who's already rich because they stole from the people that was there, just like people stole from the people that were here. It reminds me about the American Revolution. Do you realize that the people got so sick and tired of Britain taxing the hell out of them, you know, and not only that, it got to the point where they wanted to actually have the colonists take care of their army. I mean, come stay with them, you know, and effectively they were going to run their household like they run the household right now. I always said that if you really wanted to correct the deficit, stop leaning on these people talking about GDP and all of that technical stuff. It's just about running a country. It's like running a household, okay? And if you really wanted to get this solved, you wouldn't put somebody in office that's going to steal from you. Get together about 10 housewives. No colors, you don't have to worry about it. Ones that have to take a little bit of money and make it stretch, okay, to feed the whole family. And guess what? You don't get what you want or need all the time. You have to make do. And we thought it, no, we went along with it because we didn't even know about the high and mighty thoughts of our king, that he was going to build a ballroom that cost how many million? When we got people sleeping on the streets, and not just that, it's your priorities. You know, they always can lecture you about prioritizing. But I'm going to tell you something. We wanted to elect people in suits, and we got just what we deserve. You understand? Somebody that looks good, talks good, and steals you blind. And you don't have nobody to blame but yourself, ourselves. I got to take that lick too. But we also see increased control. So everybody loves the police when the police are protecting their property. But what about those that don't get that protection? What about those who have to suffer, you know, some of the things that they have to suffer because of people biases, because of their color, race, creed, and all that foolishness? But it's about, you know, putting you in your place, making sure that they keep their foot on your neck. And we, you know, get so used to it that it becomes like it's normal. Don't you realize the people that are supposed to be in law enforcement are supposed to be looking out for all of us, but yet we scared. And you know what? We ought to be, because they no longer serve us. They serve the suits. They serve the rich. They've always done that. And they keep us divided, talking about Latinos and blacks, Asians and blacks and all this. But I'm going to tell most of y'all something. Y'all know you owe the rights and privileges that you have, because a lot of it because of black people suffering. And then once they finally got something, everybody was able to jump in the party, just like the $5 Indian. Okay? They damn near massacred the Indians into annihilation. But when they were allowed to have land and they found gold or oil on that, what happened? What happened? They jacked them. Just like they jacking people in Africa. They did it in South America. They did it all over the world. And we sit down there and we take it, you know, oh, this is the way it is. You know, if you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. If you don't fight for your rights yourself, if you don't make people, and I'm not talking about ask them, make them. And that's by any means necessary, but we're using the vote and we're using numbers. Because, see, the numbers are on our side, but the attitudes and the way that we want to be looked at and referred to is on their side. Lord have mercy, excuse me, because it's not about that right now. It's not about no religion or anything like that. It's about morality and the codes that you're supposed to live by. But you see, we don't have those type of people in office. And the only reason why they just started to correct somebody that was out of just really out of pocket, you know, doing things like, you know, nobody else existed and nobody could stop them. Okay? You wanted your red hat, you got it. Okay? The others, you know why they divide us and they make us fight over, you know, skin color, you know, ranking in America? They do that because you have so much power that you don't exercise, because you never realized and told people, no, this is not how it's going to be. We're going to look out for us. The human beings versus the rich people is always that way. They came over, they took over, and they conquered. Nobody's really conquered you until you give over your self-will, until you actually submit. Don't blame nobody else for where we at right now. Look in the mirror, but you already know what you see when you look in the mirror.